Well, I think we've finally been waiting for this and expecting it to come, so of course Ross and Mackenzie finally got into it. But who's fallen? Who's had that fall right down there? I think it's Ross, but I'm not sure because we didn't see the person just yet, so obviously we don't know, but I think it's been Ross. I do. I feel like Mackenzie needed to do that. He needed to get it out there. It's been a long time coming that he's knew about it now and not said anything to Ross, and it was kind of about time. So, I mean, Dawn saying to Billy and Gabby about, oh, be careful of that and don't tell the kids till you're more serious. Babe, you and Joe were well washed and told them far too quickly at the time. So, you can't really lecture Billy about when to do what. So, according to Kev, Serena is a police officer. So, yeah, it's kind of making sense as to why she's snooping about, because I'm thinking she's undercover or something and she's on some sort of job. And yeah, that could be potentially why she's sneaking around the way that she is and being a little bit shifty. I knew it was Ross that had fallen, but I'm glad that it kind of all worked out in the end. I love the fact that basically they've spun this lie to Lewis that it was Kylie that broke into the cafe. So Lewis and Kev are able to talk again and they're talking again. But oh my god, Kev working in the cafe is going to be genius. I love this so much. Gabby is taking it too far with this food thing, like no letting Thomas go to a birthday party because of it. Yeah, she's taking it too far. Well, she clearly likes John, doesn't she? Because she's found out the truth and she's gone to the police. Like, has she been on an undercover job? What's happened with Serena? Honestly, she is so interesting to me because I'm like, yeah, she's definitely up to something. And the fact that Robert really thinks that he can trust her. Well, Vanessa knows the truth now. I feel like if anybody deserved to know, it was her, so I'm glad that she does. But honestly, Mackenzie is going to absolutely start this situation off because he just can't let this Ross thing go, can he? To the point that even Sarah's been close to seeing them in the pub arguing again now. Kev sucking Nicola was genius. I just love it. I think Serena hurt Robert. I actually think that she was the one that did this. I know that she's became the hero and went and helped him out and everything, but I still think that she was the one that actually did this in the first place. So, looks like Noah's going to go. It's going to break Charity's heart, but he needs to do what he needs to do. He needs to go and do something with his life, and I feel like he will like it somewhere else. He's not liking it anymore in the village, and yeah, he's just not getting the work that he wants. I'm happy that Charity went to that support group. I feel like she really needed to, like it was about time, and she finally did, so hopefully it might be something that can help her if she keeps going. I know that it's a little bit strange having to hear everybody else's stories like that, but it might help her to realise that she's actually not alone. I'm also thinking that maybe someone else will come into the group that's had it done by a woman as well, and it might make Charity feel a lot more or less alone. I hope Kev comes back to work in the cafe because I love it, and I definitely think him and Nicola are going to end up being best pals. Well, she's been lying, isn't she, about when she last seen John. What's that all about? I don't know why she didn't just tell the truth at the end of the day, because, like, she's about to know they were going to find out at some point. While maybe Aaron and Chaz shouldn't have stole her phone, but I suppose they needed to find out somehow. Although I do feel sorry for Robert and all of this, because he was so happy to have another family member, and yeah, it looks like that's been ripped from right underneath him. Poor Tyrone hurt himself, obviously, trying to show Ross, but Ross knows what has really been going on now and knows that he's got an injury and everything else, so that's good. I'm glad that Cassie came clean to Steve about the Ross situation. I feel like she also needed to do that, but I can still see this getting a little bit sticky and tricky, to be honest. Well, I didn't expect that. I didn't think that she was going to tell Kit. I kind of knew that Kit was going to propose at some point, or try to propose, but I didn't think she was going to tell him. But I think what's happened is, obviously, the guilt of Kit proposing, Sarah's just kind of been like, oh my god, I can't. I need to tell him, and she's just kind of blotted it out, and now I don't really know what Kit's going to do. And the saddest thing of it all is that I think that Sarah and Kit could have been absolutely fine if Kit was the one that she phoned that night, but she didn't, and yeah, that's what screwed her over. Amy graduated, that was quite sweet. Congratulations, Amy. I also love that Ken gave us something for Deirdre. That was so cute. Ross is not afraid to threaten Cassie if he has to, honestly. I do feel like this situation's going to get worse though, and Tyrone will find out like exactly what's happened. Poor Betsy, the big one of the day, honestly. Obviously, she's had this stroke. Basically, she's had two strokes. I didn't expect her to have the second one in hospital, but yeah, that was really quite sad. And obviously, you can clearly tell from her speech that, yeah, she's struggling. And obviously, she has had these two strokes from Dylan strangling her during sex. Obviously, I don't think he meant to hurt her, I really don't. But it just shows that something even as simple as that, like he's obviously been doing it trying to be cute during sex and having his hands on her neck and like something as simple as that, and look what it's caused, like something so major, and yeah, just not good. I think Ross likes Tracy, but Tracy's only doing this because he's Cassie's ex, let's be honest. She really is. So I think Joseph might end up going back to Weddy High. I feel like he needs to, because Chesney and Gemma can't keep paying for this school, they can't afford it. Kit is 100% using Gary's phone to turn him in. Like, he really is. I don't think Kit is going to wipe this and give him it back and be like, okay, you're in the clear now. He's going to use it as evidence and he's going to hand him into the police. This is literally so sad. Obviously, Lisa's told Sean and Dylan now about how it's happened, and like, Sean knows. I feel like Sean's going to want to stand up for Dylan, even though Sean is right, he shouldn't have done it. And obviously, he has hurt her because it's caused this by strangling her, which is awful. That is just, oh my god. 100% Kit is going to use Gary's phone to try and get him banged up for this. He wants Sarah out the question at all costs, whatever it takes, and that is about the only way that he can do that right now. So of course he's going to use whatever he can find on Gary's phone to do that. Dev and Bernie to the rescue, but Joseph's still going to Oak Hill, so we can all be happy about that one. I'm actually obsessed that Mary's still getting her grief for this because it's totally deserved, let's be honest. I know that Betsy, like, genuinely was not wanting Lisa to report Dylan, but, you know, I'm always thinking, like, if it was me, I would definitely want to be reporting him if it was my kid, so I do get where Lisa's coming from, I do. But I know that Betsy didn't want it, but yeah, it's a tricky situation, really. Although, big up Lauren for standing up for her, because I loved that scene with Lauren and Dylan when Dylan came into the hospital and Lauren was like, you dare go near her. She's in there. She can't lift her arm up. She can't stand up. She can't string a sentence together, and we're having to work out what she's saying and we can barely understand her. And that's all because of you. So she gave him it, which was good, to be fair.